Hello, welcome to my live stream. It's the first time I've been live on my own channel ever. I've done it a few times with Worley, but I thought I'd come back onto my own channel. It's the first time I've uploaded anything. So just a quick video to let you know what I've been up to, what I've been doing, what's been going on really in my life. As most of you know, I'm a member of Worley Model Railway Club. We recently had our show at the NEC in November. Which was really successful. So thank you to everyone who attended. Thanks for everyone who come and said hello. And it's been nice to get back to a show and nice to catch up with people again. So if you did come and say hello to me, thanks very much. As you probably can tell, I've got a bit of a cold. It's not COVID. I did have COVID a couple of months ago. I think it's about the early mid-November. So it's about 2 weeks before the show happened, so it's a bit touch and go whether I'd make the show or not, but yeah, I got over it, thank goodness. And yeah, we got to the show and it was really successful. Hello Andy, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining me. So firstly, I just want to show you a couple of videos from the Worley show. So I filmed this on station layout. We've got the railway back and the railway back, and 12 foot by 10 foot. This was on display at the Worley show recently. Really successful. Hornby have now taken this away, taking it back to Margate, and at some point in the new year, we'll be going to set the layout up for Hornby. And it will be on display in the visitor centre when it's open. So if you're down at Hornby in Margate, once this is set up, it's a really good display. It's interactive display. The idea is you can drive the train, you control the train, it's full interactive, turn lights on. I'm sure Hornby will add more to what we've done already. So that's kept me busy for the last sort of 12 to 18 months. Before that, even the extension that I had built, which was built just before COVID. So I'll show you the video that goes with that. And you can see, this is back in my house. So that was the footings going in, which would have been around 2020, very early 2020. For just after Christmas in the January time, the weather was fantastic. We had a really good look with weather. It was quite dry. We had some absolute downpours, but it was warm enough and dry enough to get the brickwork done, which is good, which is giving me a lot more space in my house. So this was filmed over about a month to get to this sort of stage. And then I had a stove fitted, which in a way has been a godsend because I've got loads of wood, been able to get loads of wood to keep me nice and warm in here. Imagine having sort of a gas or electric or central heating wired into here would have been an absolute fortune to keep this warm. So getting a load of free wood has really been a benefit. But yeah, it's a nice space. It's a space I can work in. I'm not modelling in the kitchen like I was at one point. And you can see it's quite a big space. I don't think it's obviously behind me there, just piled with junk at the moment. But yeah, it's been good. And this was finished just before. I think it was finished in the November. So I used it for the virtual event, Worley Model Railway virtual event. In the end, got it all finished for that. loads of insulation put in to keep it nice and warm, so even the floor was insulated. And that's what we put the insulation in before we put the screed floor, then plastering. There's the stove that was fitted. And there you go, there's the video. So that shows you a bit about the about this room here. So as you can see, I've got a 7, well, move out of the way. I'm going the wrong way now. You can see I've got a 7mm layout behind me, which is going to be a little station scene, which is something I've been working on and off during COVID. The class 50 there's a 64. Again, I'm moving the wrong way now. 64XX there. So that's eventually that's going to run out into the garden at some point once I get the garden sorted and organised. A project I am working on, which is going to be featured at the Wally 2023 show. I can show you this from add to the stream. So that's the plan for my next project. It's going to be 3 to 4 baseboards in size. So you have a little cassette either end with a caravan park, a river bridge, and a road bridge, a station tucked into a hidden fiddle yard at the back. So the idea is you can run it as a shuttle system from one cassette into the other and back again. You can have another cassette shuttle running from the cassette into the goods shed or this platform here. The idea of this is going to be like a working big dive armour. And I can give you an update of what I've been up to because I made a start. And this is one of the things I've been working on, which is a 7mm caravan. So this all made with plastic card strip. As you can see, we can have working lights inside. If I can turn it over without the lot falling over, fall over. I knew it would do that. But you've actually got interiors going in as well. So you've got bathroom, shower, ensuite. All this is made, like I said, all made with plastic card. So it's all plastic card strip. The actual plastic card, I think it's one piece of, maybe 1/2 sheet of plastic card. So the actual basic caravan has cost me about £2 to make. So it's not a lot of money really. What's cost the money is all the package of strip. So I'm using evergreen styrene strip. There's different sizes. They're about £4 or £5 a packet. So all the shape on the caravan, or the so it's not just a flat piece of plastic. It's got some definition and shape, and it just doesn't look not boring really. I've used plastic card strip, so that starts to build up in price. But when you compare it to buying a caravan, you know, from people like Woodland Scenics, I think they're about £97 on Rail's website. So I'm only going to spend 98 quid, especially if you need multiple caravans. I want to spend as little as possible. So, like I said, I think that's cost me maybe a tenner to build. What I did was I got I found a drawing online of a caravan, and then I just blew the drawing up on a piece of A4 paper I can't remember what percentage I used on the photocopier, but I just blew it up to the right size. So it's a 35-foot caravan, so 7mm scale. I think it's about 25 centimeters. So I just blew the whole drawing up to the right size, and then glue stick onto the plastic card, and then I just cut all the plastic card out, and I started to add all the detail. For the windows, basically again the same. So as I was cutting the windows out, there's a window cut out, tabby tape onto clear acetate, and again just using the strip there. So you just, again, I don't think I can do it. You just glue that to clear plastic, put it on, peel off the stick at the back, and then your windows are made up onto clear plastic, and then it's just a case of gluing them into the caravan. So I'm just using glue and glaze, so you don't get any for the glue to the plastic card. I'm using Tammy Extra Clear, but just really fine really run along the edge, and it glues quite nicely, to be fair. So that's worked really well. But the other things I've been working on is the road bridge, or the river bridge, sorry. So this just drops on. I'm planning to use CNL fine scale track. That's going to be the river bridge. So that's worked out really well. Again, I've just used I've actually used Pico 00 gauge core stone. It's a bit small, but when you put it onto the bridge, because it doesn't look too bad, it doesn't look out of scale. So going for a larger stone on this, it looks quite. I think it looks quite well. Works quite well, to be fair. So that's going to be the river bridge. That's going to go next to the caravan park. And I've also started the road bridge, so that's going to go. The good thing about this is it's. I don't know if no one goes to Water Show. It's the whiteboard that they use for the partitions for the shell schemes. So I get quite a lot of this. Company that put it up for us, we always get damaged or broken pieces at the end of the show. But I do speak to them. I don't just nick it. But yeah, I get that off them. I ask them if they have any broken bits, and I just fill my car up. I end up with I think I bought about 3 sheets back this time, but that will last me a couple of years. But it cuts really well. It cuts with a scalpel blade, and you can get, it's quite a decent thickness. It's quite strong, and especially if you do box sections with glue. So I just use Yoo-hoo glue, and it's a really cheap modelling. It's really good for modelling, so it works really well, and it's not expensive. But it's free, so it's not expensive at all. But yeah, that's the current plan. So the diorama is going to go to Worley in 2023. So that's, I think, it's the 25th, 26th of November. I can't say too much at the moment because we've obviously discussed it as a club, as a meeting, but we're just waiting to talk to. There's quite a few more people we need to talk to before it's fully announced, but I'm sure we'll be back in November again this year coming. Hello, how you doing? So yeah, so hopefully this will be built and at the Water Show in 2023, and I've got another show lined up for it maybe for the following year. So hopefully it'll be quite a nice display, nice layout. Like I said, 12 foot long, 12 to 14 foot long, O gauge, mixture of blue diesel and some GWR. I've got my little 64XX, which is, that with an auto coach is about 2 foot long, 18 inches possibly. So again, that will fit in 2 foot video yards. But that's it really. That's what I've been up to. Obviously been a busy few years with COVID, even though I think hopefully COVID's been put to death now, and that's it. That's the end of it. But yeah, it's been good. So yep, thanks for everyone for joining me. I think I've been rambling on enough. I'll try and get some more videos out as with the progress. So obviously you've seen the canal bridge, the river bridge, you've seen the road bridge, and you've seen the caravan. Next thing to do is build the baseboards. So I'll get those built just into the new year, and I'll try and do a video showing how it's gone and how I build them. I've got some pocket drill bits. So I'm going to use pocket screws, some pocket joints with glue. So I'll get those built, get the video uploaded, and then you can watch my progress. Hopefully, I'm talking to a magazine as well, so it might be featured in a magazine. The other thing I was going to show you, a WWS competition that we've ran. The build is based on this really more than anything. So I'll show you I'll show you what I've been up to with that. So that was built for. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. I'm not very good at these sort of things. So I don't know if you can see that come up. I'm hoping it's working. So that's a WWS competition we did in the summer, which was a 7mm sort of dive arm. It was only 2 foot by 12 inches, but the idea was to do an abandoned siding. So this layout I'm building is based on that really. So it's similar to the road bridge, but I'm just expanding on that. It's not probably going to be a siding, maybe not a disused siding this time, but the techniques that I use with this will be very much on the layout. So I don't know if that works or not. I can't tell. Yeah, it's good to meet you, Andy. Good to meet you with Wally, Andy. Really nice to see you. I'd like to have more time to have a chat with you. So I don't know if that came up or not. Did it come up on the screen? Like I said, I'm not very good at this, as you can tell. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it. So you can tell. There you go. I'm back to me. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me tonight. Like I said, it's been a quick 15-minute, 16-minute stream, and I'll see you in the new year. So everyone have a good, happy new year. Hope you all had a good Christmas. You all had nice to try and goodness, presents, and all the rest. And I'll see you in the new year.